Hi guys, Dogger here with a new video, and this video will be a warrior video. And I did say that I wanted to stop playing warrior in classic, but yesterday we did BWL and I SR'd 2 times Ashkandi, and I was the only guy SRing Ashkandi with another hunter that only SR'd it once, and I actually won it with the tiniest of margin. I think I had like a 85 and the hunter had like a 80. My first roll was 19. I did like a lot of dreadful rolls, and I actually like solo one blaster shot, so that's quite cool as well. In MC, very good pug by the way. So if you want to join the Peter Pan Syndrome pug every Wednesday on Spineshare, it's a good pug and they do very well. So I just wanted to do the pug because again I did sign up, and I'm someone that if I sign up somewhere, even if I don't really want to raid, I do go attend the raid because again they liked warriors, and I felt like they did well with me previous week, so why not re-give the favor. And we did win Ashkandi, and it is like liberating, I would say. I think mainly why I didn't like warrior to begin with was unstoppable force. I think it's one of the huge pure bait weapons. Let me explain. First and foremost, it has a weapon range which is pretty big for a weapon that caliber. It's from 175 to 292, and it has a 3.8 speed. So it means that it could be that you're going to do a 3.8 speed that is doing less damage than a Viscag. And that's one thing, but also I feel like you are locked into mace specialization, which I think I already said that multiple times throughout the videos, throughout my previous videos as well, my warrior videos, that I really disliked the mace specialization in classic. In TBC it's a bit different because it does stun still. It has a 6% chance, but it also regen rage, and that is one of the biggest things because being rage starved is like something that happens throughout the expansions. But in classic you don't have that. It's just a stun, and it double DRs as well because you have the chance on hit stun targets for 1 second. So basically you could do a 1 second stun and then do a 1.5 second stun with your mace specialization, like nullifying the whole ordeal behind it. I personally really don't like unstoppable force. I think it's one of those items that once I had it, I did like lose the fun out of it. And now I have Ashkandi. It feels like I have way more rage, does way more damage. Obviously, it's like the best two-hander that you can have right now with BRE. I think BRE is a close one, and that's only whenever you get a proc. If you don't get a proc, it is GG's. But like, for example, now, okay, obviously, I'm going to be like 1v5ing, but whatever. But I really like the damage that I'm putting out. Like, in general, if I had like lipped, I think I would have killed probably 2 or 3 guys. Like having 1.6k DPS obviously in AoE is pretty great, and I really love that. I do say that the frustration, the normal frustration that you would have versus mages still stands. And that's something that will be even in TBC. To be fair, I would even say in TBC it's worse. Because you don't have all those gadgets, all those engineering that you could actually have right now. But like, I still think, like for example, now I pop a rage potion and I do fire fry pretty much here. Can I have a heal? I don't think I will get a heal, but I do get a bit of damage out there. So for example, we did the whirlwind with sweeping strikes, pretty much more strike, and we did do a lot of damage in that fight. If I had like a healer, pretty much like I would be unstoppable. But I think you really have to have like those 2 weapons and like weigh it together to see like the difference. And obviously you're going to say Togre, but you have literally the best weapon in the game, so obviously you're going to have a lot of fun with it. And that's true, and I think it kind of shows that warrior is really gear dependent. And if you want to grind rank 14, at rank 14 you will still struggle versus a lot of classes, but I would say that you will have a lot more fun. And like obviously I get stunned here, and I can't do much. But that's again a video where I talk about Warrior. It will be way better once you have AB and Warzone Gulch. I did a lot of Warzone Gulch yesterday as well. A lot of losses, actually lost 3 times. So you see I have 3 marks. But even though I lost those 3 matches, I had a lot of fun just doing like PvP. And yes, it's not the most efficient way to PvP and to rank up, that's for sure. Well, death to all mages. Oh, he's a priest. But I think in general, if you have like the engineering, like Goblin Rocket Helm, if you have Spider Belt, which is quite awesome as well. If you want to fab, why not? If you want to have a lip, why not? It could make it way better. Like in general, it feels way better than playing with the good old Unstoppable Force. You see, obviously, I get 2 like 1v2s here. I'm gonna try to. Never mind, I died. But like I think what I said previous video about Warrior, it doesn't like nullify since I have Ashkandi, but it does make me feel like I can actually play PvP even though I'm a glass cannon, because it does feel like I'm a glass cannon. I have some fun. Now, is it the most efficient way to PvP? No, it is not. Obviously, they're like 1v3ing here. It's fun, but it's like pretty standard that I'm going to get destroyed here. So yeah, I get stunned. But what I like is like trying to 1v2, 1v3, and if I like kill only one guy, it's already like a lot of fun. So I think what I do like about like sword specialization first, but also Ashkandi, is because I have like the sword spec. It gives me 5% chance to get an extra hit. Having an extra hit is really big for warriors because of rage. You also have Hand of Justice, which gives you a 2%, and it can actually proc by itself. So it actually can do a triple hit, which doesn't happen that often. Not enough to say like that's a feature, but if whatever it does, it actually feels very great. Now again, I'm gonna try to get a bit of time. I get stunned, obviously. Like it feels so like double stun even. Like the thing is about Warrior is that CC really ruins your momentum. If you somehow get like a resist, because you have like baseline 5% resist, I think, in PvP. If you somehow like have a healer behind you, you do feel like a killing machine. Like it is very fun. And what I'm doing right now in AV is pretty much what I do every single match. I try to like find fights, try to have my own fun. It's not the most efficient way to play AV. Hell, I think the games are not long anyways. And sometimes I pop a wreck if I feel like, okay, now I can have fun. I can do a wreck here, for example. Obviously, like everyone died, and I also died there, unfortunately. Like, I just got deleted pretty much. Sweeping strikes, whirlwind, and also a whirlwind from the other warrior, which hit me 2 times. But so what I'm going to do, so my plans for the remainder of Classic, I'm still going to most likely do BWLs. MCs, I'm very annoyed because I only need 1 item. I could also say maybe 2 items if I do get risk cards of stability, why not? But I truly just need Onslaught Girdle, which just doesn't drop. So I really am considering MC as kind of a waste of time. Luckily with my pug that like I did yesterday, MCs are really fast even without wall buffs. So that's cool. I'm gonna try to have a good fight here, why not? I get stunned. Alright. Gonna fear them all. I'm gonna die here, obviously. So I think I'm going to skip MC for now on the warrior, except maybe if I'm still running with the pug. It depends if they are going to skip or not because of the ranking. And if I do that, then I might just do BWL. That would be only for Maladeth, because I still think Maladeth is like a sick weapon, just for like PvE, but also in general. it helps like quantifying those glancing blows. I would say PvP wise, I don't need too many items from BWL, and from PvE as well. Like if I go rank 12, rank 13, which is like a given, I don't really need too many items from BWL. It starts really from AQ, where I'm going to have like the need to get more weapons, more items from that. Come on, Diamond! Thank you. Okay, I'm probably dead. Oh, we won! We actually won as Alliance, which is crazy. So, I just wanted to make a video about that, saying that I was kind of wrong, or at least like I think I'm not wrong yesterday whenever I said like a warrior is disappointing in PvP because you actually need consumes, you need the best weapons, you still need the best like scenarios where you are untouched, not focused, which is not often happening. You still need a lot of things like falling together to have fun, but obviously the fun out of warrior doesn't come from like getting wrecked in PvP. Obviously it comes from the small occasions where you get like 3 guys around you, you pop sweeping strikes, for some reason you crit everything even without recklessness, and out of the blue you get like a triple kill, which can happen and will happen like if you do a lot of PvP, and it will be even better if you have a healer behind you. So I did join a pre-made for AB. So AB is going to come out tonight, I think, or tomorrow. I'm not sure about that. I think it's tonight, but like on EU it's pretty late, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. But it's going to be fun to do some ABs with a pre-made and actually like do fights. I think it's like the most fun BG of Classic, because a AB pre-made is less obnoxious in my mind. Obviously it still is, because you can play with like some pretty bad players and like have the misfortune of people being AFK in ABs, which they should just be in AV if they want to do that, which can then ruin and go like a 5-0 getting camped at the graveyard. But I do believe like Warzone Gulch pre-made versus AB pre-made, the Warzone Gulch pre-made is like the worst one. Like it's horrible to play against, because often they have like the best comp for that specific like Warzone Gulch map setting, which is flags. They have full consumes, which you cannot do anything against like someone that has like Fab. And if you are not prepared with like, for example, flash bombs versus druids, they can just go away very easily. I think obviously pre-made versus pre-made, Warzone Gulch is pretty nice, but I do believe like RT Basin pre-made versus pre-made is also a great experience. Now I am someone that don't like to throw games, so obviously I'm not going to join a AB pre-made with them in mind, like always losing the games if they don't see it as like an easy win. I'm thinking like that's pretty sad. But I'm going to like enjoy my time in AB, so I'm gonna make a few videos there. I do believe that I want to also try to raid with two-hander, so I'm gonna do that. It's not optimal, and I might try it as arms, but I can also try it as a slam spec fury, which is possible. Especially if you're thinking about like the amount of points you have available, right? If you're like not dual wielding, you can actually put those dual wield specialization points into improved slam, and it would actually like make sense. So that's something that I'm going to play around. I think personally the two-hander builds are probably better in PvE when you have Wind Fury, but yeah, I am a Alliance human warrior, so obviously I'm not going to get Wind Fury. So I might just try that out and see for myself if I can have a lot of fun. And overall, like I think this is like a sick weapon. Only 1.67% chance to drop. And he actually put a plus 30 spell damage. Crazy. But yeah, I think what I like about Warrior kind of outweighs what I don't like about Warrior currently. Obviously, I have Ashkandi, so that kind of makes it probably easier to like than whatnot. But obviously, I think if you are prepared for like getting that big weapon from rank 14 and you somehow get a pre-made, somehow you get a healer with you, I think your time as a warrior is way more fun. And what I do, like instead of buying a fab, I do buy like greater rage potions, which I think is like currently 40 silver. And also I do sometimes buy a limited like just a lip. That kind of helps me as well. But obviously, okay, backfires. So that's going to be quite difficult. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Look, look. Just kites me. Whatever. It actually backfires me. But those are my plans for my warrior. And for my druid, I'll still rank up, but I think I'm going to create my fourth character, which is the Mage Killer Godix like character. It's going to be on the druid account. I think that's probably the most fun that I can have on currently on Classic, but also thinking about TBC. I'll have my warrior and my priest on the first account. On my second account, I will have the druid and then I think rogue, warlock, or hunter. And I think that's a good combination, especially for TBC in mind, because I do want to like go hard on TBC. I think TBC is going to be a lot of fun. I do wish for a lot of changes, but that might be another video where I do talk about changes I would like to see in TBC to make it more appealing for everyone. Like kind of a TBC plus, pretty much, where you will have the most players possible inside of that expansion. So I think that's can be very fun to talk about. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and we will catch each other probably very soon next video. Have a great day. Bye.